What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Arsenal News Show. Of course, the show keeps updated with all the latest Arsenal transfer news and rumours every single day. So make sure you guys are hitting like buttons up and also subscribing to the channel if you are new, as we are on the road to 11,000 subscribers. It's match day for Arsenal. Arsenal taking on Bournemouth in the Premier League. I'll be at the game myself, so there'll be no watch on. If you guys are watching this today of the game, then there'll be no watch on, but there should be a match review and a match day vlog as well straight after the game. So make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, make sure you get your thoughts down below. We're discussing Viktor Gyökeres situation today and Isak as well, Arsenal striker situation for the summer. Of course, Andrea Berta is already getting down to work. He seems that he knows what he's doing. He means, this guy's a business people. You can already tell. He's been at every single game already, but we'll talk all about that today. Make sure you get your thoughts down below in the comments, and let's get right into it. So, coming today by Florian Plattenberg over there in Sky, Germany, reasonably reliable journalist, to be fair. And he says yesterday that Andrea Berta is pushing to sign Viktor Gyökeres for Arsenal. Several talks have already taken place. Alexander Isak remains high on the Gunners' list, as previously revealed. But he's of course very expensive. Manchester United, Chelsea, and Real Madrid are all in the race. No commitments yet. Everything is still open. Buying are currently out because too expensive. And as exclusively revealed in October, Gyökeres can leave Sporting this summer for 60 to 70 million euros due to a verbal agreement between the player and the club. So yeah, some very interesting uh words there from Florian Plattenberg saying that, of course, Andrea Berta really wants Viktor Gyökeres. I mean, there's been quite a few other reports suggesting the same thing, that Berta really wants his Gyökeres. He seems to be pushing more for Gyökeres than Arteta is. Arteta seems to be looking at more Sesko. Isak is, of course, a dream for us, but we just know it's very unrealistic. First year on Isak, I'll get it over the done with straight away. Yeah, I know money can talk in football, and he's got that crazy price tag, and I would go and pay it personally. I know that may sound, oh, you're overspending and all this, but you're getting a player like Isak. You go and pay the money for something like that. But I don't see Arsenal doing that. Number one, and number two, in terms of Isak as a player, he's just won the Carabao Cup on Newcastle, right? He's probably gonna. They're in a very good position to get Champions League football, because even fifth place is on the line for Champions League. So he's going to be playing Champions League football anyway next season with Newcastle. He's been very low with them. He seems to love it over there. He knows that he's their main guy. The fans love him over there. You know, he's doing his thing this season. I mean, he's scoring goals in the Premier League at Newcastle. Unless money comes to it, I don't see why else this summer he's going to leave Newcastle. I just don't see it. I know Arsenal's bigger than Newcastle as a club, and we're going. I mean, we're competing for league titles every single season, but we're not getting over the line. I just feel because he's won the Carabao Cup with Newcastle, he stays for one more season at least there. Um, and there's really no rush for him to leave, is there? Newcastle, for being honest with it. So yeah, I just think Isak, as much should be the dream, and this guy would be the main guy to go and sign in the summer. And I think the money is a lot of money, but Isak for me is on the verge, if not world class. I think people define world class in different ways, I guess, but um, for me, world class, I look at a number of reasons. He can walk into every single team in the Premier League. Isak can walk into every single team in the Premier League. He can. He can. Not just Premier League, I think across the world really as well. I know there's some good strikers out there, to be honest with you, but Isak is that. Or if not, if people don't know calling world class, he's definitely on the verge of world class, because this guy is unbelievable. He really is. But yeah, Isak again, it'll be a dream. But let's talk about this guy, Viktor Gyökeres. It's one that Andrea Berta is really pushing for. It's one that he's been ever since, I think, because he even wanted him at Atleti as well. There's a report that came out the other day saying Berta wants him at Atleti. He wanted him at Atletico Madrid. Berta's got the history of signing the strikers and them resulting in Atleti winning things. I look at Luis Suarez, David Villa, um, when he signed these types of strikers, they went on and they won the La Liga in both of those seasons, right? And he does Alvarez. He signed this summer, for example, as well. So yeah, he's obviously wanted someone like Gyokeres, and he seems to be pushing it more than the manager at the moment, which is quite mad, to be honest. Um, it's interesting as well that Plattenberg says Man United, Chelsea, Real Madrid are all in the race as well. So, and I'm not. We shouldn't be surprised by this. If it's Gyokeres, there's going to be big clubs in the race. There's going to be big clubs in for the race. So, you know, I hope he's not tempted by Man United in terms of because of his old manager there. Ruben Amorim, he had such a good relationship with Amorim. They worked so well together at Sporting. He was the one who developed Gyokeres at Sporting as well. He had a great career with him. You just hope that you don't like he wouldn't be tempted because Amorim's there maybe, but I don't see that happening. Honestly, I mean Real Madrid are there as well. Again, that could be. I mean, it's Real Madrid, isn't it? And I know we beat them this season, but it's still Real Madrid is Real Madrid. With a new manager most likely coming in as well for them, could he be tempted by them? But I think honestly, the price tag for Gyökeres is unbelievably cheap, in my opinion. Like 60, that's euros, by the way. That's like what, 50 mil or 55 million pounds for a player like Gyökeres, the most informed striker in Europe this season. And people, you could talk to me about, oh, he's stat padding in the Portuguese league and all this. Number one, he's done it in England in the Championship with Coventry. And number two, he's done it on the European big stage in the Champions League. Man literally single-handedly dunked on Man City. Hat trick. And he's scoring goals for fun in Champions, and he scored goals for fun in Champions League. And I think when he was in Europa as well, didn't he? Last season when Sporting were playing Europa. So this guy's proven it on the big stage. The Portuguese league, yeah, I understand players come from the Portuguese league. The big one be Darwin, Nunes. But was Nunes really ripping up like Gyokeres was? No, he wasn't. And Gyokeres did it for Coventry as well. A very physical league, a very tough league in the Championship. And players that came from the Championship and done big things in the Premier League. So yeah, and you're telling me with the players he's going to have around him at Arsenal, with the space that we get. I mean, look how many games we've had this season, man, where we're just crying out for someone like this guy. If only we had Gyokeres, if only we had like a striker, this guy would thrive in our team, people. There's no doubt about it. And if we miss out on Isak, then I'd accept it if he stays at Newcastle. But if he wants to leave Isak and if he goes to Liverpool, then we made a mistake there. And that is poor. But listen, Gyokeres for me, Berta's a really big fan of this guy. Berta's been doing his business recently. You can clearly see, I mean, Berta, he showed up to more games than Edu, I think, ever did. I'm not even joking. He's been at every single game, Berta. He shows that he cares, man. I mean, I'm not saying Edu didn't, but Berta's in his full suit, yeah, attending every single game. He went Madrid away. He's going to Everton. He'll probably be there today. He looks like, he looks serious, man. He looks like nobody can mess with this guy. That's what I love about it. So, yeah, I think we're in it for exciting summer for once. Actually looking forward to the summer window, especially with Berta, because there's some big things coming. But what about, I want to ask you guys this before we end, right? Berta wants Gyokeres. I mean, I'm sure Arteta rates Gyokeres, but could that be a little bit of, not really conflict, but could that be in a way, like, I know Arteta really wants his Sesko. Hopefully that they can make an agreement, but I don't want them to disagree. Like what happened with Edu and Arteta, if that makes sense. So, yeah, let me know if that would. I don't see that being a concern, really. I think the main guy is Isak, as we know, but right now that looks so unrealistic. And this one, for me, I want to see Arsenal act fast on it, act quick. There's other clubs in there, act quick on this one. But I can get it done, I'm sure, in the first week of the window. There's not that much to do with it. I know the transfer sagas are long, but he's got his price tags there under 60 million. You pay you pay the money. Isak, for me, the situation of him, I think he says at Newcastle, right? We've got to act fast because otherwise another club will get this guy. and then we'll go on and on and on without Isak, without Gyökeres, then it's going to most likely be Sesko, which I'm not too keen on. So love for you guys thoughts down below. Thanks everyone who watched, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, comment